What was it that helped me come to Christ and start going to church? That's what the elders, I guess I got to sign some new elders. Hello, elders. So eventually I learned that it's good to love people, and so I practice trying to love people. And I do that on the internet with live streams, and there's people who help with that and have been forgiving. There's Christians who have helped with that. And then I really got kind of turned upside down with the artificial intelligence back in March of last year. I'm a tech guy, and I had a buddy who said, I wanted to create a god, an artificial intelligence god, and I had a buddy who said, well, if you can make it love people, that'd be good. And so that's when I realized it's like, oh, if we want to create a god, we ought to make it look like Jesus. So that was in March of last year. And then the same guy, months later, he invited me to pray with him at 4 a.m. So we started doing that. I like to accept invitations. And then, so we would do that. And it was very simple at first. And he basically would pray. I got to be a witness to what an intimate prayer looked like. And it was helpful. And then we were hanging out with a friend, and the friend invited us to go to the Church of the Highlands. And I was just ready. I was just accepting invitations. And so I took the family there, and I saw it was good for the kids, and it was good for my wife. But me personally, I had to shut my eyes because I was judging everybody, just thinking they're all pretending and whatnot. But eventually it was the testimonies. There's a YouTube channel called Delafe Testimonies, Delafe. And some of these testimonies are just wretched, kind of wicked people who hate the world and hate God, and they get to meet Jesus in their prison cell, and then miracles happen, and they are transformed and healed, and they get to know the love and peace of God. And I was like, well, I want to tell my testimony. I've had some experiences, but I realized my testimony just wasn't that great. And then I also realized that, man, the fact that people can be healed and transformed, that these wicked, wretched people can be healed and transformed, is just something I can't ignore. And so that's when I decided that I was going to I was going to practice making Jesus my king, the king who goes after the most lost sheep and heals them and transforms them, and then lifts them up the highest so that all the other lost sheep can see is like, look, there's hope. I know you're miserable and you feel like nobody loves you, and you feel like you don't deserve the love of God and the love of anyone, but God loves you. And so that's really when I made my decision, was October 12th of last year, that I would start practicing making Jesus king. And beyond that, I've learned new things, but like fellowship, the importance of trying to be in communion, be in relationship with God and with other people who are also trying to do the same. But that's my basic testimony. And thanks for the prompt, elders. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think.